So, Bologna, 1. Inter, nil. Besides what the stats tell you, Bologna, 12 shots to Inter's 8. 3 shots on target to 1. Tiny margins stuff. But, yeah, 90 is plus 90 minutes. Bisek heads the ball to Orsolini with a bicycle kick, and then bam, 1-0. And a line. Yeah, I know the Inter's one shot, but it doesn't tell you why it's one shot. In fact, it doesn't tell you why it's 8 shots. It's like summary. We have Bologna. Wide areas. Giving free run for that. I mean, getting easy shots. But I think that Inter probably take advantage of Bologna's mistakes. Even though in the first half, I don't think we're playing as intense as we expect. I'm always hooping the ball up. But don't get me wrong, Bologna's they press very well. I think Bologna played very well. 1-0. I mean, 3 points really deserved for Bologna, given how we played. But yeah, 3 points real deserved for Bologna. Oh, what? Yeah, it's starting that. 3 points of Bologna. Because, if we can't build up, we hoof the ball up. You either hoof the ball up to Lautaro, who's been swarmed by 3 to 4 players, or to Correa, which I don't know what he does in the attack. Hold the ball up, terrible. Move the ball, gets fouled, not getting runs, and when you make a pass, it seems a bit slow. Of course, you gotta talk about the referee losing the referee losing control of the match. I don't know how many decisions they've made against us, more against us. But it feels like 14 versus 10. Of course, with the 12 being 12th man, the fans. 13th being the referee, having no control of the match. And 14th because you're having Correa and then Taremi up front. So, yep. Because, he lost the game with tiny margins. Correa, next season can't wait for that. Because have you ever won a title with Correa in our team? I noticed something. Correa, since he came to our team, no Scudetto. Second year, no Scudetto. Loan to Marseille. We got the Scudetto, our 20th one, and back to our team. We're tied on points with Napoli, who might actually win the Scudetto, given that their fixtures. I mean, for Napoli, teams fighting relegation and 2 mid-table sides, Genoa and Torino. For us, we have still played Roma and Lazio. Roma are in good form. Also, against Roma, Bastoni and Mkhitaryan suspended. Lazio, 1 game per week. In fact, I don't remember doing a double against Lazio since Inzaghi took over. Because I would have been surprised if we do a double against Lazio. This match, Bastoni suspended. Mickey suspended. In fact, we're absolutely toothless. If you're trying to build, if we have, I guarantee you that if we had Tehran, we'd probably score a few. Because these are the type of balls the Correa received. Tehran could hold the ball up a lot better. In fact, it would probably be more threatening for Lautaro since he's not getting swarmed by 3 or 4 players. Of course, you got the ref losing. I can talk about the ref later. But tiny margins. Of course, Bologna being our boogeyman team at this point. I mean, look at this record. This is our record since we beat them 6-1. Since 6-1, we only won one game. That's it. One game. Yeah, this is really our boogeyman team at this point. Yeah, Sassuolo will be our boogeyman team. Bologna will be our boogeyman team. What's next? Milan? When they don't... Yeah, Milan. I think they seem like it's a team that shows up against us, but disappear against everyone else. So, yeah, this is something. Of course, I know that Bastogne and Mickey, some people want to play full 90, but I'll probably rest them so that they can play full 90 against Milan. I would like that to play against Milan, full 90. One nerf I do hope. If we get Bologna, if we do win Coppa Italia to final, I think that our advantage that Italiano's record in finals. That's it. That's our record. Otherwise, we're in serious trouble if we have Korea. Yeah, strikers, stormtrooper. Worse than their stormtrooper accuracy, and there's worse than that. I don't know what's worse than train dummy. Statue. That's only for defense. Hoof the ball up. I hope Korea gets it. Yeah, striker. Yeah, there's a reason why we don't crave because we pretty much don't have anyone in attack. We have Latoro, who's swarmed. Korea does nothing. But got runs. Our defense built until the last minute, pretty much. Yeah, this is match ratings. Do this quick. Cause I don't deal with this shit. Yeah, summer for summer, I think it would be like 6. Because distribution is there. But try not to distribute it to Korea. Nice one sweep, which is nice. So 6. Bastoni, 7. It's unfortunate for him to be suspended. But yeah, play full 90. Because Roma, they are in form. Be careful about them. They're in good form. We've done double with Roma before, but I don't think we'll do a double with Lazio. Because it's Inzaghi. Since Inzaghi took over, we have never done a double against Lazio. Because I think the start defense played very well, dealing with both of them wide areas. In fact, I'm not sure if it's an Italiano thing. Maybe it is, because for Italiano's Fiorentina, they're known for creating a lot of chances but can't score. Same thing with Bologna. Create lots of chances, dangerous chances, and struggle to score until the 90th minute. Because I think that if Italiano gets a clinical striker, yeah, it's going to be over for most of the league. Be very terrifying. Chevy, did lock up nicely. Nice defending right there. So I think it'd be fair to say, what clip? Yeah, I think Chevy 7. Yeah, my clip's broken. Nope. Yeah, defense gets 6.5 each. Because I think defense did well against Bologna's front line. Against Bologna. Although we did have a chance to build up, but you pretty much lost the match because you can't properly build up. Oh, move the ball up to Korea and hope for something. Defensive will. Mkhitaryan 6. Because final third, no. I need China pulling the strings in the midfield by the looks of it. Also, Mickey and friends probably play full 90 against Milan. If I'm gonna go for if I'm going to go for a lineup against Milan, somewhere it's going to be probably Joseph Martinez, and then have Bastoni, De Vrij, and Pavard. I'll also play Pavard full 90. I guess we have to deal with Leal's pace. Zalewski might start at wing back. DeMarco might start. Gusto, I don't 6. His runs are good. I don't think we're the it's I think that he can still run the ball. We're still building up from him, but you can't have someone who's an absolute liability. He up front. And I'll give him 6.5. I'm not giving anyone man a match. I'm just not a fan of giving when we lost or scrap a draw. I'm not giving man a match. I mean, China did pulling strength in midfield. Because Barella he's like in midfield that's average. Given how well Bologna press. Darmian, I think getting cooked in the flanks. Still, I think the mid. I think the wide areas wing backs are more of a bit lower. Actually, Carlos Gusto should be a 6. I think we can build up from him. Darmian is defensive, but still gets cooked by Dominguez. Because if Bologna's more clinical, probably 2-0, 3-0. Korea, I don't average at 6. It's all 10. I don't know, what's a fair rating? 0, 1? Somewhere between that. But I'll give 1. 1. Yeah, you look average, but you can't have a full criminal core. You can't have Korea being the pinpoints. Toro, I think 6.5. I mean, he's good at building up, holding the ball up, but 3 or 4 players on him. Why is that? DeMarco, give him 5. I think he should have done a lot better with the Ortolini. Cortezi, I'll give him 6. Didn't do anything wrong. He's a midfield. It's really noticeable the fatigue. It's Bayern. You probably have to run a lot against Bayern. Or Bologna. Probably run a lot too. Cortezi, he doesn't have to do it. It isn't too bad. Taremi, I don't understand this. We have Arnautovic. You play as sub, you can probably come in and do something. Taremi, you bring something. You sub Korea out, bring Taremi in, and for Taremi, you expect a goal from Taremi, you can forget it. Because Taremi he only has 1 goal, right? 1 goal for Taremi. So I give him 3. Yes, and also a foul, but if he missed a goal like that, I should be. There's no excuse for that. I'm just lost for words. I'm honestly lost for words for that miss. So Korea, who can't even build up, Tremi struggles to build up. Arnautovic, I'm not going to rate because came in very late, and we're pretty much parking the bus at this point. At that point, it's like okay, Basek, I'll give him 5. I know they came in at the same time, but Arnautovic didn't really get much service didn't have to do much. For Bissek at 5, but Arno not getting a rating because tiny margins. Bissek, for me, he moves to don't sell him for the sake of spreadsheets, but to if yeah if from tier if a good offer comes, won't sell, but a good offer comes, okay, and it moves to if an offer comes, just take it because for Bissek, he doesn't seem to have the concentration of last minute defending. No concentration. And if you're 6'5", I don't know how do you struggle in the air. How do you struggle in the air? You're like 6'5". That's pretty much above average for defense. As a defender, that's above average. Was it average defense height is like 6 feet, 6'1"? You're 6'5", struggling in the air. That's really on you not knowing how to use a body. So yeah, Inzaghi. Because I think that Inzaghi play full strong 11 is fair, rotation wise. Could have been substitute a lot quicker. So I think 5. I mean, starting 11 is fair. Probably should probably rotate a lot earlier, given we have Milan next. And Mickey getting a yellow, which I think that Mickey and Bastoni getting a yellow. I think it's I think it's fair to say it's because they're probably gonna play full 90 against Milan. Referees 3. Terrible all game. Seems like I know they make terrible calls against Bologna and Inter, but I feel like they make worse calls against us. Also lost control of the match. How do you send off Ferris? Our assistant. So yeah, that's just what it looks like. Then we go back to the table. Oh, right there. You see Napoli tied for points. Napoli with an easier schedule than us. But if it does come to tied for points for the Scudetto race, there will be a playoff match between the two. Because I should be concerned about that also. Because you've seen how Inter play when pressure's on, right? Because if you're in team, an opportunity to go ahead, it gets spanked 3-0. Pressure's on against Bologna, lose by 5 margins. Yeah, pretty much. I was going to be probably going to lose the title because we can't even defend in 5 margins. I know there's this thing where we can't defend without Bastoni, but what's stopping a team from having such terrible concentration levels? What's stopping a team from the concentration? There's a time that Bastoni can't play full 90. Subbed off for yellow because Inzaghi injuries. Yeah, you're going to burn them out. Also, that's how Inzaghi's center backs. Left center back, right center back, they're going to get burned out because they make overlapping runs. Also, because for the wide center back for Inzaghi, you even make the runs, you also make the passes, you also defend, of course. Yeah, if we can't have this joint be fit for 90 minutes, then okay, can we have a player that can concentrate? Which surprisingly we don't. What is Bastoni organizing the defense also? So yeah, this is what I say. Tied on points. I'll see you next recording. I don't know when the next stream stuff thing. Bye bye.